Hello, everyone. Welcome to Dorian Destinations podcast, Passport Profiles. And today we're passport profiling a colleague.
That was a mouthful.
I know that was. A colleague, a special boo-boo-licious person that we love so dearly. Jesulie Sanchez.
Jesulie.
Yay! Executive producer, award-winning executive producer, and creative for NBC Universal. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited about this, honestly.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can talk about travel all the time.
I know you can. That's why you're here.
Literally.
Yeah, we're super excited. I think, Shannon and I always talk about, we get little FOMOs with your pictures, especially from Thailand and those elefantes.
Elefantes.
Yeah.
They're one of my favorite core memories.
Yeah, but you're a hardcore solo traveler. So
I am.
I gotta, I think this is why you're here.
Because I've done a little solo traveling, and I have to say I admire what you do, because I was hard when I was younger.
Yeah.
Now I'm older. It's
Yeah, it's a little different. I get it. I think as I get older, I see the evolution of me solo traveling too. Like, you start to chip away at the fear, but then also you get a little more courage, but at the same time, a little bit more mindful of your
surroundings.
world,
Yeah.
and how things are doing too. So I don't know. It's a little different, but thank you. I really, really, really love to travel by myself.
That's awesome. I wish I could travel more by myself.
Wow.
Do it.
Wow, what the hell is that?
I mean, it's nothing to do.
Whatever, dude. Okay, this has become a really bad episode, unfortunately.
Already.
All right, but we're going to start off with who Jesulie Sanchez is, right? So, babe, you want to start us off with your first question there?
Okay, so let's start in Puerto Rico.
Yes.
All right, born and raised there until age 11.
Yes.
What do you remember most about the early island days?
Early island days, a lot of beach. We used to go to the beach a lot. My mom, that was one of the places that she enjoyed going to, so she would take us there a lot. So I remember a lot of beach days anytime during the year, whether it was summer, winter, right before Christmas, whatever it was, since it's nice. We used to go to the beach a lot. So definitely a lot of beach. And Christmases. The Christmases there are nothing like it.
In Puerto Rico?
In Puerto Rico.
But isn't it like tropical? Like,
Yeah.
you still feel Christmassy?
Absolutely. I actually feel more Christmassy over there than here in Florida.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
Yes, because you know what it is? Even though, yes, we think season can kind of give you that Christmassy feel, but I think it's also the people and the culture. So I feel like the Christmas culture over there is very different. Like you feel it literally when you're walking down the street at night, when you hear the parrandas all around town, or the food. I mean, you just feel the difference over there.
That's awesome. I mean, that's good to know.
Where in Puerto Rico are you from?
Jauco. I was born in Jauco, which is like south. So I grew up around Jauco and Lajas, which is a little bit more country. Still in the south, but a little bit more towards the mountains, if you will. And both, you just feel the difference.
So you're like the Beyonce of Puerto Rican.
Absolutely not.
No?
I think that's J-Lo.
That's J-Lo. Yes.
What?
I thought you were like the Beyonce of Puerto. But yeah, that's a hell of a compliment.
That's funny.
Sarah Carter.
Oh, God.
So, okay, but then there's a contrast. You go from Puerto Rico then to Jersey.
Yes.
How's that?
So yeah, how was that? Honestly, it was a culture shock in a way, in the sense of like the people at first, because, you go from something that's very islandy, everybody knew each other, kind of close. Then you go to this city where it's like, oh, it's big. It did feel like, okay, so I this is not shade to my people, because I love my people. I think it's also because maybe the time where I was growing up in Puerto Rico, internet was still like, trying to be a thing, but not. So over there it was very, you grow up here, this is what you do and call it a day, right? Versus when I went to Jersey, it felt like possibilities were endless, if you will. I don't know, like it felt like, maybe I can do more than, or maybe I can dream more than this kind of thing. So it felt a little bit more, I don't know, bigger. So I started sort of just dreaming bigger. And It was nice. The people there are great, honestly. Some of my best friends are still my best friends, and they're all from up there. And it was a nice way to meet different people, because there it's literally like a melting pot too. Yeah, I got to go to school with like all types of people, Indians. There's a big community of Indian over there in Jersey. Spanish people, blacks, whites, literally anything. I pretty much got to go to school with.
That's cool.
So it was a nice way to like blend in and immerse myself with different cultures.
And you did it at 11?
At 11, yeah. Yes.
Good.
Yeah,
That's
no,
awesome.
it was really cool.
Yeah.
I think that's something that sparked just the curiosity of other people and like culture and just wanting to know more. But yeah, it was really cool. Really cool. So
That's
yeah,
awesome.
I'm ESL. English is my second language, so it might come out here and there.
No, yeah, 100%. I think it already did come out.
You hear a little bit. No matter what, no matter the years.
Yeah.
So, Full Sail.
Oh my God, yes. Wow, okay. The archive.
Yeah.
Can you tell people what Full Sail is?
We
Yes,
shut
It's a specialty college.
It is.
Go. You want to explain
No,
since
you
you're an
go for
alumni?
it.
No.
Oh, I am an alumni. Okay, so Full Sail. So Full Sail came about because I went for marketing in my bachelor's, right? I always wanted to be in the entertainment industry. I've always been a creative at heart. I actually wanted to do theater growing up. But then I don't know, there was something about being behind the scenes that I just really enjoyed, but I didn't know how I was going to do it. So I did my bachelor's in marketing and I was like, let's see, I kind of want to get a master's. I don't know what, but I know I wanted to be in entertainment. That's how I ran into Full Sail and realized it was like a specialty school within the entertainment world. And you get to like specialize in different specialties of degrees within entertainment. So I ended up finding entertainment business, which was like sort of like a married to what I already had, but specifically in entertainment and getting to understand the whole industry. So that's how I got into it. And then within that, because they have so many different programs, you also get to interact with like kids who are doing production, kids who are going into directing, or even just audio design, audio engineering, or even design. Like we got to meet so many people while you're there. So you kind of like got a little bit of other people's likes and understand other parts of the industry. So that's how I ended up getting into it, and I loved it. And that's how I ended up then being here.
Yeah.
Where we are now.
Isn't that crazy, right? Like
Crazy.
How those three different locations came at your life at the right precise
Honestly, because I never thought, to be honest with you, I applied out of a whim. I was like, I don't know, they're gonna see like my bachelor was from Puerto Rico. I just moved back because at that point I did my bachelor's in Puerto Rico. So I moved back to Jersey. Because, I thought, the New York dream. I'm like, I want to be the city girl, Sex in the City, the whole thing. I was like, I'm gonna vibe out to my Samantha right now, man. She's a little cuckoo, but sure, let's go for it. But then I applied. I was like, Orlando. I was like, there is a lot of Puerto Ricans out here.
Yeah. That's mini Puerto Rico.
Literally, Puerto Rico 2.0. You go there and I hear somebody tell them like, he's Puerto Rican, literally Puerto Rican. But I tried. I was like, let's go for it. I got accepted. I was like, well, I guess I'm going to Orlando. And I ended up going.
Is that when you became a character in Disney?
I didn't know what character were you. This is awesome. Oh my God. So disclaimer, I did not say this because technically we're not supposed to. But yes, no, it wasn't in that point. It was actually... I've been in a lot of places, actually.
Yeah.
You keep mentioning things. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I did an internship. So before I went to college in Puerto Rico, I was going to a community college in Jersey. Disney came to the community college to like introduce their internship program that had to do with the arts. Going back to the arts, I wanted to be theater, dancing, whatever. So I applied for that internship program through the dance portal. And I got accepted. So I ended up doing an internship with Disney, performing over there.
That's awesome.
I was the characters, or sometimes my face, they will call, like if you're just a parade as you. But yeah, the thing is, all the characters go by height. So
You're always the front?
no, and also the characters like Pooh, Minnie, they all have like specifics. So like if you are under, let's say 5'2", you cannot be a Pooh, and you cannot be like seriously.
So what characters are in your eye range?
Well, shout out to Lilo and Stitch. Because they are short, so your girl was definitely used. I love being Stitch though, because I am a clumsy girl at heart. So I got to be stupid with that character. Just like the little quirky thing. So I was definitely a hardcore Stitch all the time. I love being at Animal Kingdom too. Animal Kingdom was
like our favorite part.
I loved working at Animal Kingdom. I loved it because I feel like the characters there, it was meant to be more like, fun and like safari vibes. So I loved being a character there. Yeah.
That's funny.
I did mini ones. It was fun. I did Pooh ones. Because
the height authority stopped you from
this short Pooh. They had to, because the guy that was supposed to do Pooh that day, didn't show up.
They're like,
Yeah, usually they have like backups, like in case something like that happens. But even the backup couldn't do the backup.
Oh my God.
So at that point, I was a backup to a stage. So they were like, "You're gonna be poo today. You're gonna be short poo." I was like, "I guess I'll be poo." But it was fun. It was fun. It was different. But I got to live, a little dancing, arts, theater.
that's
kind of
awesome.
vibe.
That is awesome. I love.
It's crazy.
Well, babe, you want to go for the season because I know you have a lot of questions going into our second segment.
So let's go into our second segment.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, I don't have my glasses. I'm trying to do this without my glasses these days.
Why?
I get that.
I just felt like
Why?
just not have them.
But you look. This is a podcast. First of all, most people are just going to listen to you.
Very true. Very true. But I just had to. All right. So let's.
The vibe here was I literally felt like I was in like a nice little s'more sandwich just now.
The marshmallow. All right. Let's talk about your first solo trip that really changed the way that you saw the world and yourself.
Yes. Okay. So that trip, it was like my own version of Eat, Pray, Love, if you will. I was turning 35. Personally, I was going through a lot of transitions, and travel has always been sort of like a portal for me to, figure out myself, just sort of understand versions of me that I haven't really gotten to know, because I feel like when I travel, and just in general, I think people, when we experience different things, it just pushes you to grow a little more, right? So I felt like I needed that for me to be able to understand the transitions that I was going through. So I decided to go to Italy, to Thailand, and Bali. Thailand I already have been to, but it's literally one of my favorite places in the entire world. So I was like, I gotta go. No matter how many times I go, I'm thinking about going again this year. Like, That's how much I love it. But so I went and I decided every country was going to talk to me in a different way. Like, I wanted Italy to talk about my body because, you eat good there, but I also was having issues with my body and like just how I saw myself. So I felt like, okay, this is where I'm going to explore, what it is to like love yourself in those ways and eat your little heart out, because that's okay too, because they eat really good and they look good. So what's going on here? What are we doing, right? And man, it changed my life there from that perspective. Italian people are amazing. The culture there is incredible. I feel like they have this little magic that just, I don't know, it speaks to you, mixed with the gelato and then with the Asian history. I don't know, I just feel like it inspires you to like be greater than in some way,
But that worked too hard for it. You want to like sit back and just
absolutely. Like do it while like sipping on something, right? Absolutely. And then from there I went to Thailand, which again, I already have been, but I hadn't been to the where I was going was with Chiang Mai. It's a little bit more north. So I wanted to explore that area. It's more like jungle country-ish. They do have city, but I did wanted to explore more of the countryside. That's where I got to do the elephants. There's a little sanctuary there that I wanted to visit. And then
that sanctuary, like the pictures that you showed, which I'm going to use and steal from you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. It was amazing.
Yeah, no, fun fact about that place, I ran into them because I've always been like a huge advocate about elephants, and just like I started with them because I started donating towards their cause, because where I stayed at, they turned it into an eco lodge because they pretty much rescue elephants that have been, of course, in situations that, they're pretty much their rights have been violated. So, they rescue them, they help them kind of like feel at home, if you will, because they're literally in the jungle. Like the eco lodge, you're in the jungle with them. They're not caged or anything. You walk in there and you see nothing but mountains and jungles, and you see them. So you pretty much get to hang out with them. They help them kind of restore back their ways. And then they allow those elephants to go back and help little villages there. Because believe it or not, where that area is, there's a lot of villages still there that have like no power. And some of them have chosen it that way because the city has tried to extend more and more. But some of them, they're so accustomed to already what they do. They're like, we're fine. So they use the elephants to help them build houses.
Oh, wow.
To travel from one village to the other, to like, I'm going to go grocery shop, if you will. And it's literally in an elephant.
That's crazy.
You get to experience all of that cool stuff when you go there. And then because they're a huge advocate in that community, they also support a cause for little girls who have either been sex trafficked, they're refugees now, or just have been mistreated in the community because there is a thing over there that sometimes it happens with girls. And they pretty much take them as refugees, help them to restore themselves back into the community. Even I met a girl there who was working for them, and they were helping her get her degree because she wanted to be a business, but with her background, she had a lot of situations, and she just wanted to do something better for her life. So they chose to like support her, if you will, in like money situations. And she got to go to college and work on her degree. So it's like a really special.
Oh, that's amazing. I mean, what I want is after this, obviously, you send me all that information so I could put it in YouTube.
They're really amazing. And that was a whole spiritual.
Yeah.
That was the
spirit part.
Yeah, and the spirit part of work. Okay. The very mindful kind of vibe there. I got to experience a lot of crazy things there in a good way. Challenges that I feel like are important. And then went to Bali. Then Bali, but like Ubud. I went a little bit more up. And that was the soul kind of thing, you know? And it was really nice, different. There's a lot of spirituality there too. But it's a little different. I don't know how to explain it, but it feels more at ease. While Thailand also has spirituality.
But it's chaos.
Yeah, it's a little bit chaotic. But because I think it's chaotic, it comes easier to find those like moments to, I don't know, tune into yourself.
Because of the contrast. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's interesting.
Ask you because when I traveled solo, we're talking about 2005.
Okay.
And there was internet, but it wasn't like on our phones, right? It was just I had to go.
That's like travelers.
Find like an internet cafe, pay for like 10 minutes, and then you go into the computer, and then like literally there's like a little clock. Yeah. And my only connection to the world was MySpace. This is crazy, right?
Like code your page because I told you.
I pimped out this shit. Yeah.
Facebook was just kind of starting. Yeah. It wasn't like had not on. It was like mostly like for college students. It wasn't like what it is now. And I remember traveling like, and very spotty Wi-Fi. Yeah. So let me ask you, like, when were you, like, I'm sure you were trying to be spiritual, but I'm sure you also want to be connected. Like, that. And then I'm sure your parents were freaking out, right? So, like,
we have this ongoing joke of like proof of life. Like I literally we have a group chat, and we're always like, because here's the thing too, like I'm a traveler, but like all of my siblings, we love to travel too. So my mom is always saying like, we just need to own a jet. Can you guys just come together and buy a jet? Because you guys are always on a plane. We're like, yeah, I know.
Hey, it wouldn't be a bad investment.
It wouldn't be a bad investment. So yeah, to your point, I will have to connect because they just wanted to make sure I was okay. But here's the thing, I love to connect because I do, but I genuinely like enjoy disconnecting. Like
that's the thing. That's what I love about traveling. Like, so like last summer I went over to our house in Italy, and I left my phone in our house. Right. Kingston was with us. And I just wanted to be alone. I just wanted to walk around. Yeah. I had my book with me. Yeah. I just really wanted that feeling of just not, I just didn't care what was going online. I just wanted to be alone and in my head. So I truly do enjoy that.
I enjoy it too. I always bring my phone because I use it as a safety precaution. If you
I was gonna ask you because that's also being connected is also a good thing in the sense of safety.
Absolutely. They all have my location, and also safety for me. Like I have a thing where it's like I'm a solo traveler, and I can be very free spirited, but I'm a very like organized, structured, free-spirited person, if that's even a thing. I don't know. Because like wherever I go, I always learn my surroundings. Like before I go, I study my north, my south, my west, and my east, just in case I need to know. God forbid something happens. I always think of the God if. I'm like, in Thailand, there was a really big, what do you call it? Terremoto? Like a
earthquake. Yeah. There you go. There's your ESL coming up.
There was one. So it could happen again. So like, God forbid something happened and I need to get up and run. I need to know my north, south, and I always look out for the embassies. Where are they? How far am
Embassies. I was gonna say that actually. It was even good. I was gonna say that for solo travelers, it's really important to know where this embassy is and they have the phone number on there because that's what they're there for, is to help.
Absolutely. I even report myself that I'm going, like if I know I'm going to spend more than a few days in these countries, I let them, there is a way for you to go on their site and you let them know where you're going to be for how long, because God forbid something does happen, they knew, okay, this person at least
have a trail. At least have a trail.
Going to be here from this date to this
Really
date.
smart.
Yeah, and with the hotel, at least the main hotel that you're going to be at, or if you skip around, which in Thailand I did, I gave the couple ones because the one that I was in the jungle.
But that's an email?
No, it's on their portal.
That's on their portal.
Yeah, the embassy has a portal that you can go. They tell you all the list of like where all the embassies are at and all the phone numbers in each country and what have you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like to do that just out of safety precaution because I also have to be real too. I love to travel the world and I'll go by myself, but I also have to be careful. I am also a woman who is by herself, can be very noticeable, and anything happens. So I like to just, precaution. So I do like to be connected in that sense, but yeah, no.
Wait until you have kids.
Oh my God.
But when I traveled alone in my early 20s, it was funny. I didn't seek out to travel solo. So that I admire, but it happened by accident.
Really?
So I was actually supposed to meet a friend in Ireland.
Okay.
And he was flying over from England and they had like a bomb scare. They shut down their airport. And my girlfriend who I was traveling with, she left on her own.
Oh my God.
I went to Ireland by myself. But I had been to Ireland before and the people are amazing. They're just like Italians. Like everyone's like super happy. But I was a little lonely, I was in my 20s and I was like, man, and I want to go home. Like I had that sense of feeling, even though I love traveling, it was just like, I didn't want to be alone.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it has changed and evolved now that I'm in my late 40s, hence why I don't care. I'm connected.
Totally fair.
But that feeling has changed. But I am also more aware of my surroundings.
Yes.
As I have gotten older and, like knowing the embassy and this and that, and, so there is a different feeling where I'm okay. I'm good.
I see what you mean. And I'm going to double down on something you mentioned that you could get, or maybe not lonely, but like, yearn for home when you're away for a long period of time by yourself, because sometimes you want to share specific experiences with your people, right? But what I've also learned, because look, I'm gonna be honest, travel for me is like Tylenol for my soul. It's literally, it's like my therapist, my teacher. It's my hype woman sometimes because I've had a good old time while traveling. Okay, not gonna mention, but great times. Hype woman, but I think I'm able to tap into those versions of what travel does for me by myself. And sometimes I need that too. So it's okay sometimes for me to separate like, okay, this trip, it's to do with my people, to experience those specific things with them. And then I need this specific trip for myself because of what it does to me. Because traveling for me, that's where I feel the most alive. That's where I connect with myself and people the most. I feel like when I travel, I get to see humanity in different ways. And because of that, I get to grow a little bit more compassionate. Not that I'm not compassionate, but I feel like it gives me a level of understanding to be more in gray areas. Like, I'm sorry, the world is not black and white.
No,
there's
it's great.
100% gray.
Yeah. A lot of gray.
For you to be able to be comfortable in the gray, you have to get these perspectives to be able to understand. I'm not saying you have to justify the good and the bad, but it gives you a little bit of sense of understanding.
At least understanding how it came to the job.
Because you're able to do all of that. Seriously.
Well, just to throw a little stat here. Since in 2024, solo traveling has grown tremendously. So a lot of people are opting to be independent travelers. Pretty much around 42% of individuals are planning to have a solo trip.
I love that.
Soon. Almost half.
That.
Almost half.
That's really good.
Which means that then they're projecting that by 2030, the solo travel industry is going to be a $1 trillion industry.
And then
see that.
I might contribute to that trillion, okay?
Yeah, I mean,
The rest of my life. Truly not.
Yeah.
I love that because I feel like I personally am a huge advocate of solo traveling. Like if you can do it, of course, safely, financially, even because of course, since you're doing it by yourself, it's not the same.
Emotionally, it's very hard. I don't see Franco traveling.
Actually, I can.
Okay, he was on the Appalachian Trail.
Okay, but that's different. You're talking.
Weeks ago.
Okay.
He should be.
I know it is.
Disconnecting.
No.
Calling every 5 minutes.
I'm not calling. First of all, I'm not calling every 5 minutes. That was Eddie calling every 5 minutes. And second of all, I'm in a forest with rats, so that's a different thing. If you tell me, Frank, could you solo travel in Europe? Yeah, that's not a problem.
Calling, disconnect. You're in the forest.
You say
He's like, I need more wine. On that note, no comment.
Well, I can.
That's fair.
Yeah, in Europe, you could totally.
Yeah, where else you want me to go? Siberia? Like, I'm not gonna. Like, what do you need us to look at?
Please don't go to Siberia.
No, I mean, no offense to my Siberians.
No, not at all.
No offense. Whatever. I mean, but
No, there is people that don't like. One of my sisters, she is very adamant about like, no, if I'm gonna travel, it's with people. She enjoys traveling more through shared experiences.
Yeah,
like
everyone's different. Yeah,
people have that thing, you know, and that's totally fine too. And she's great at that. Where it's like, if it's a group trip, she's like, okay, sign me up, we'll do it. But by herself, she's like, I'm okay. I like to share big things with like my favorite people.
But that's fair. I mean,
okay,
like
too.
you know, sometimes where I feel like I want to just leave and just be by myself is honestly the experiences that I want is like, oh, I want to go to Fenway and watch a baseball game, spend a weekend in Boston, and come back.
Yeah,
like I would do things like that, you know. But I kind of understand that. Like if I go to Greece, like I want to see Greece through her eyes, through my kids' eyes, through my friends' eyes.
Yeah,
like I understand that too because it's like, oh my God, it's like sharing that. Oh, like we all saw this big thing together. You know, it's nice too. You know, but like if I just want to be alone and like contemplate, like I don't know, like.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know, why doesn't my kid throw out the trash? I'll get depressed and go to Boston and watch a Red Sox.
That's totally fair. Listen, I enjoy both, but I have a, I don't know. I find romance in traveling by myself.
I just love that. I really
That's a great quote. That's a great quote.
Yeah.
That's my pitch.
No, I really
romance
do.
and seven.
That's her line. That's her pitch.
I know.
That's her vibe.
But I'm gonna put it in the title.
Oh, I thought you meant your.
I find romance in traveling.
Yeah, I find romance in traveling by myself. I don't think, if anything, I feel like it empowers me. When I come back from those trips, I feel more courage. I come back with so much perspective that it allows me to just empower others or even just feel good. Like I can do this with or without, and that's okay too.
I mean, there's a power of saying that you've experienced and trekked these places by yourself, you know, because damn, you had nobody else but you to do that, you know, and I think that's pretty kick-ass.
And I feel like those experiences also, you have no one but yourself to lean on. So I feel like those are places or situations where you also build your instinct, your gut check that sometimes you need. Because don't get me wrong, I've had some great experiences, but I've also had some experiences where I'm like, ugh, if I take any more steps, I feel like I'm going to be in something that I shouldn't be, you know? But if you're by yourself, you're able to be in tune with that allows you to grow those instances. Because sometimes when you're hanging out, that's totally fine too. And you have your gut instances, but you have people with you that you necessarily don't tap into that.
It's like a little safety net.
Right. Yeah. It is a safety net. Versus when you're by yourself, you have no choice but to be in tune with all your senses, your inner, your outer area, everything, because it's only you who's taking care of you in that moment. So I feel like you need those.
You know, it's crazy because I'm glad you're saying that because we've talked about it and we always encourage our daughters to go and travel alone, and maybe with girlfriends or whatever. But it's scary as a parent.
It is super
because
scary.
like you're like, oh my God, my daughter is in Europe by herself. Like, holy shit. Like
we had a little bit of that. Paris went on her own a little bit.
Yeah, she was with some like weird boyfriend guy there.
No, not that time. I'm talking about when we were in last summer. She left on her own to Portugal.
She
was going to meet other family.
Yeah.
But we were leaving earlier that day, and she had half of a day in Rome by herself.
Right.
And she was like really nervous. And I remember telling her, I was like, here, I sent her money. I was like, go sit down. Have Aperol Spritz.
Absolutely.
I was like, I think we even got like, so I sent her money, get her nails done. Like I wanted her to just be, she was so nervous.
Yeah.
I get it.
I was trying to like encourage her, like, this is a date by yourself.
Absolutely.
In Rome.
Hello.
Like, you know? And then she
put nails done in Rome.
Yeah. I know he was a nervous wreck. And she was putting on such a brave heart. But what I love too is that she got to the airport, she took a cab, she got to the plane, and she did everything, went to Portugal by herself. Yeah, she had family on the other side. And it was like a whole long experience, but just that, like, and I'm sure
But that teaches you stuff.
Empowered, like you're saying. And she's 21, you know? So I think that's important. I hope she continues to do that. I hope so too.
I think if only it's just going to make her stronger, braver, and just find a sense of comfortability with yourself that only those moments,
those experiences, that's how they build, is that right? The more you travel, the better travelers you'll be.
I'm also understanding on the other side, to your point, like my family, friends, they worry too. So I take the precautions of like, hey guys, I'm going here today. Like I also build itineraries for these trips. Like I'm a little psycho.
Well, you are a producer. You are a producer.
Excuse me, I am a producer, so I tap into my production.
Exactly. So your little production. That's it. The executive producer comes out. This is above budget. We can't do it. And then
I say we can do it, and I'll just remove from here, and figure it out, literally flip it and reverse it. And what I do is I share those itineraries with my mom, and she literally knows and if something switches, because sometimes I give room, for things to switch around. It's not so like airtight itineraries. I let her know, look, mom, today I decided to do X, just FYI, this is where I'm going to be. So that way, in case of anything, I'm good. And every time I'm back at the hotel, I always check in, guys, I'm back at hotel. Like, because I also have to be understanding that there is people worried. I know what I can control. I can't control the world, but at least I can control how I can keep myself safe. For the most part, and my parents, peace of mind. And also share pictures with them so that way they feel, at least, look, she's alive. She's enjoying it. She's good. But yeah, no, I totally get that. But I think kids need that too. Because I also see, for example, I have a lot of siblings, but my two youngest ones, they have been a little bit more sheltered, which is okay. I understand the world is a little different now. But I would be nervous for them traveling by themselves if they continue on this path. You see where I'm going? Because I feel like sometimes
like Brooklyn is one, like our middle child is like that. Like I feel she's not very aware of her surroundings.
A little naive.
Naive.
That scares me.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. And listen, I'm not a parent. I'm no expert. But I can speak for experiencing life. And I think I've seen both. I've seen a sheltered individual traveling, and I've seen myself where I am self-aware, but I can also trust myself and being in situations. And sometimes it is a little scarier when you're having someone out in the world that it's a little bit in a bubble because they haven't been able to build those little instincts, little tingling sensation that
the spider sense.
Yeah, the spider sense. Yeah, that can sometimes put you in a situation you're like, crap. We're not saying be out here in the street.
No, but
balance. Balance. I don't want them in the streets.
We're in Italy, like where we are, we're in the historic center, and sometimes like the girls want to go back to the apartment. I'm like, go ahead, and he's like freaking out, and I'm like, we have to give them a little space. Yeah. We can't let them do that here in Miami because it's a little bit safer over there. I was like, you have to. And then, of course, he's like tracking them and stuff. But giving them that little bit of a freedom too, it's going to make them be better, Yeah.
You need to allow them to also build the sense of direction. Yeah. That's a big thing. I love my mom, but she has zero. She could be at her house. My stepdad will call her. Oh, I'm in the back. And where? What do you mean where? You're in your house. You should know the square footage of your house. What? But I think so for how do you say it? Like that sense of direction is very important too, because that's how you're also capable of. And I'm sorry, being in those situations allows you to,
100%.
Just look for them.
But it's so scary.
It is.
It's scary. And look, and again, I don't want to be. Like, I don't want to say like a sexist thing, but like,
I get it.
Like when you raise girls, right? And it's unfortunate, but girls tend to be, a little bit more vulnerable when it comes to solo traveling. Mm-hmm. And that scares me as a father of 3 girls. but I'm trying to find that middle ground where I'm like, look, you need to go and explore. You need to go on your own. You need to be strong because I want my girls to be strong. And the only way they're going to be strong is by experience.
I agree. I think also maybe what can help is also giving them sort of guidelines on how to do it. Like for myself, at least, like when I travel by myself, I give myself a curfew. Like I know I'm by myself. I shouldn't be after a certain time by myself wandering around. So like by 10:30, I'm finishing up. I'm going to the hotel. Yes, I'm missing out on some things like nightlife and stuff like that, but I shouldn't be because I can put myself in situations that perhaps
smart.
I don't know. Maybe you looked for that.
But that is really smart.
So by 10:30, even if I'm having a good time, I'm like, okay, or at least if I'm going to stay, push it a little, then I'm near the hotel.
You should do like a little essay, like about like traveling.
That's a
solo,
good idea.
All those ideas.
We'll be happy to host your article.
Just have like a guide, like a solo traveling guide, you know, and self-awareness and what you what you want out of the solo traveling, you know, and
that's
I think
very good idea.
And just all those things, I just think you should.
Yeah,
I admire. You have no idea. Like I think back, I'm like, I don't think I could have traveled alone in my 20s, purposely and purposeful either. You know,
I think so.
I think now I'm able to do that.
Well, you know, she's not in her 20s anymore.
No, not anymore. But she's saying when she was doing it.
Oh, when you were doing it.
I didn't seek out to do it.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't by accident.
Fell into it, yeah.
But now I feel like I want to do more of it. You know, I've done little things here and there by myself, or I've done like a lot of like girlfriend trips, and then I ventured off on my own, like for the day. And but I had still, you come home to somebody, you know?
Absolutely.
You know, I've been traveling with Velma, and at the like, oh, I'm going to do my own thing today because she's too tired or whatever.
Yeah.
I love that. But I wish I had. Like
are you trying to tell me through this podcast that you
road trip?
All right. You know, I'm so regretting inviting you over.
Damn.
No, I'm
sorry. I think mentally,
no, I agree.
I wish I had those tools that young.
Yes.
And had that, you know, I wish I did. I never had those tools in my toolbox.
I think it's also because of the resources we have now. I think it makes a difference knowing that now you can walk around with your phone, and that can also be a safety. In the sense of like, I can pull up a map or I can call someone right away. I think there's also a difference now traveling by yourself versus when you were doing it, that it was, I mean, there's a reason I called you the OG of traveling by yourself, because that it was a time that, yeah, it's a little harder. Although I think I still would have done it because I geek out about looking at a map and like,
I had a bus route map. I had a several.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was really bad. And then and I was still asking, even though I was reading it, I was still asking people on the bus. And then I got off, and I remember walking around Dublin, and I was like, okay. And like, you know, I went into like a bar, I got like a drink, you know, and then I was like, everyone was like watching a game. I don't even know what was on. And I kind of walked around.
I'm sure it's football.
I'm sure it was. And then I remember walking through these alleys by myself, and then I met people.
Yeah.
You know, you always gravitate towards people who are like you doing the stuff that you're doing always, whether you're solo or.
Absolutely.
But the solo travelers, like, how did you feel like the gravitational pull of people? Like, how was that?
Okay, so I'm
because I haven't felt that, so I don't.
Going to mention like something that I also have in my guidelines of solo traveling.
I swear to God, you should do.
You're like, did I get his number? Where is he from?
Yes, absolutely. Because sometimes
wait, are you fucking serious?
Somebody
like a survival guide. You should do a survival guide for solo.
Yeah, I just said that.
I said that.
No comment. I'm not gonna be in the worst. Getting pushed out.
Shut up! You're kidding. Please tell me you're kidding.
I am, Shanna. I am. I'm just trying to grab credit.
This is like a feminist thing, but she definitely said.
No, I'm 100%. Listen, I'm a male, and I tell you that completely right.
If you are going to be hanging out with somebody, I actually did hang out with a couple guys. There were like two girls, but they were separate, right?
Right.
I didn't have a phone to snap a selfie with them. Yeah. To somebody, this is who I'm with right now. Like, you know, you think about those smart little tools.
So let's do this. I'm gonna do because I know you.
I want to know your guidelines.
Wait, no. The guidelines are coming because she has to think about it. But now I'm gonna test both of you. Okay. Give me your 5 top must-dos for solo travel.
Oh.
You did selfie.
Oh, like things
like tips, like 5 tips. 5 tips that you think that are must-dos when you solo travel.
I wish I would have thought that, but Jess, you said the embassy. That's amazing to register yourself.
Register in the embassy. That's number one.
Give yourself a curfew.
Give yourself a curfew.
I love that. The selfie with whoever you're with, if you're meeting
Selfie with
somebody.
whoever you're with.
I would say don't get plaster drunk. Just because you're having a good old time, give yourself
Stay sober.
max. I'm only having, if you know you're after 4 drinks, you're a little whoop. I'm sorry, you're gonna walk a little sideways. People can notice that. Men can notice that, and now you're giving yourself a try.
Attention.
So I give myself a limit, and then if I want to continue, I'll buy me a bottle in the bodeguita next door and bring it to my room.
For all the white people that don't know what bodeguita is, it's a mini market.
Yeah, a mini market. That's true. Absolutely. I would say that.
Okay, so then stay sober.
Well, not sober.
Ish.
Sober-ish. At least at night, because during the day, usually, there's more people around.
Like when you do
But at
podcasts.
night, yeah, exactly.
Drink when you do podcasts.
I think the itinerary, sending it to your friends and just giving a heads up, like, hey, I'm going here.
Absolutely.
And with that selfie, you should just, they may be lying to you, but still any information that you may want to put and that text just as a survival, like if you think about.
I think that's important, especially for female solo travel.
Yeah.
I think that's important.
I think also there's a lot of things that you can do on your own that you don't need to do an excursion with, right? But when I'm by myself, there are certain things that I'd rather just do on an excursion for safety reasons. Like if I know I'm going to be traveling an hour and a half away from my hotel, an area that may not be as, tourist friendly as, the city or whatever it may be, then I might just do that in an excursion because then I have my transportation. The person who is staying that I paid for is liable for what happens. At least, that specific one that I may be doing with someone versus something else. Okay, I can get myself to the Acropolis or whatever it may be, right? But yeah, be mindful of the places that you want to visit and decide whether that should be a true solo experience or maybe somebody should take you there through an excursion.
This is really good information. Really good.
You should do it.
Yeah.
Totally do it.
And listen, you can post it. You can post it on DorianDestination.com.
Period. Sponsored by.
Sponsored by DorianDestination.
The thing about us, we're always gonna find a little brand.
I'm telling you, you and I, we'll brand integrate everything. Solo by Jess.
Period.
There you go.
Solo.
Seriously. And also, if you ask me where I want to go a solo travel, I really would love, and I've been saying this.
Here we go. She's trying to push
I'm gonna push. This is what I really want to do.
Okay.
Baby.
So I do like to meditate. I haven't. I've been sucking on it so bad, but like sucking,
Not sucking on it, sucking on
I
that.
haven't been doing it. I've been totally slacking.
Slacking. That's a better word. Jesus.
Whatever, sucking, whatever.
Sucking, and you want to do a solo travel. You see why I don't want you to do solo travel? Yeah. What the hell's happening here, guys?
Since me.
Yeah, go back into the what is wrong with you? That's a Freudian slip, Shannon.
Maybe it was. But the point of what I was trying to get at was
Okay, sucker.
okay. So I've always Thailand and has been my top. That's Thailand. That's all I talk about. But one of the things that I want to do there is a silent retreat. And I see that they're there, and I want it. So for me, that's not a family trip.
No, absolutely.
Not my husband.
What are you talking about? I could be silent.
Okay.
Listen, I work with you. I love you. I always tell you you're like the older brother I never had. Excuse me. But silent.
Good.
I'll give you loving. I'll give you kind. I'll give you generous. But silent?
And then I just feel like that's something I want to do. And I don't want to do when I'm 65. There's something that I feel when you, so I'm fangirling on you because you're sitting here saying, you're I have that time with myself. You get to learn more about yourself. I want to learn more about myself now,
Absolutely.
And I feel like that's so important that if I had 2 days, I'll take 1 day, a silent retreat.
Absolutely.
Being in that environment and being in a place where meditation is such a big part of their community and their culture, I want to be able to take it in and not have,
I found a solution.
Have my husband sitting there going, his anxiety. Yeah,
babe, you want to go get a drink?
Let's go get massages.
Okay.
You want to get your wait, what?
Your
feet rubbed?
Yeah.
Your rubbed feet?
Yeah.
What is it? Just a walk?
Yeah. You want to get my toe sucked?
That one left.
No, but you know what? Listen, I got a solution since we're planning Tokyo.
Oh, that sounds cute.
So what I'm thinking is maybe I could stay with the girls for at least 3 nights, and you could just go out to Thailand since we're over there, and you do your little silent retreat while me and the girls do karaoke for 3 nights and eat sushi.
I love that. That sounds like a fun trip.
Right?
Yeah.
For real. Think about it. Me and the girls, I mean, you know what? I also want bonding time with my daughters. I don't have just me and them. Why not?
Yeah.
Me and the girls, we do little karaoke and sushi.
Absolutely.
Shop, like all this manga stuff. Okay. And then, because we love to shop. Me and the girls. And then you could go to Thailand and have your little silent retreat.
I just think it's important to do that, you know?
Okay. So are we doing that?
Very important.
Okay, yeah, that's...
Look, I think you just altered our Asian trip.
I
Thanks.
love that. Good. A little influence. You're welcome. Let me know if you need anything else.
I'll send you a text.
Well, no, but something that I would totally recommend if you ever get to go to Thailand, meditate with monks. That experience alone, like you will have.
You meditated with monks?
I got to meditate with monks. And you.
But let me ask you a question.
I
want to hear about it.
I know. Hold on. Before you get into it, because I do have a question. I do have a question though about.
Okay, go.
Were you sitting there saying, "Holy shit, I'm meditating with monks"?
Yeah, I definitely said
Like your mind. So how did you get from that to like
mindset to
yeah? Because I'll be like, oh, shit,
no,
this is real. Like,
no, definitely very real. It's definitely your mind is at 1,000 because you're obviously aware of your surroundings. You're looking at these monks. You also can't look at them in the eyes. So you also have to be yeah, there's certain things like, so what I was going to say is if you do it, you have to do it through an excursion or something because there are certain things there are certain guidelines that you can and cannot do around them or with them. It has to be for a certain distance. Like if you go to a temple and they're there, it's fine because, you know, it's a public community space. So if you go to a temple, everybody's praying, whatever it may be. But if you're specifically meditating with monks, there are certain things that you should and should not do. So definitely look up like excursions or something to do it under supervision so you don't disrespect, you know, their
culture or their process.
And also you don't want to sort of get into trouble or anything like that. Not that
that's a great
something
tip.
huge.
That's a great tip.
Yeah. What I would say
and tip.
Trip. It's a trip tip.
Trip and tip. Stop it. Are you learning your book?
Oh my God, trip and tip.
Guys.
You see? What are we doing? Yeah, we're manifesting. We're manifesting. Yeah. Trip and tip.
Oh my God, guys.
With John.
Trip and tip with Chad.
No.
Oh my God, trip and tip.
Trip and tip.
Just like before.
You know, it's funny, baby. It's funny. I told her when you took this journey, right, into travel advising, and it's because I know her, you know, Jess and I are very close. And I know her passion is travel. And it's like, and I told her, you need to get into this world. I know it's hard because like right now you're transitioning into this world, you know, you do need some sort of support financially, right? But man, once you hit it, you're going to be the happiest person. And I know she would be the same.
Yeah, no.
With trips and tips.
Oh, trips and tips.
I just love helping people.
Same.
You know what I'm like, and I love when I talk to them and I'm like trying to find out like about what their idea of a trip is. I think people just think like, oh, I just book hotels. And I'm like, no, like I really like to Zoom.
It's a curated experience.
And I want to hear like how you travel. What is it that you like? I have people that I love food and wine. I have people that go to Italy and they're like, oh, we're not really into wine. And I'm like, okay, I got you. Like, you know, like,
just saying, but fine.
Yeah, but I just feel like I you know, so I've been to so many places, and I have been to Asia. You know, I just haven't been to Thailand. That's where I'm going. I just feel like I've been to so many different places that I want to be able to share and help people understand. Because for me, it's not just about going and visiting. I love those people that are like, I want open space. Yeah. I want to just do nothing. Yeah. I love those type of people. I'm like, I got you. Like, yes. Because you want to take in where you're at. You know?
Immerse yourself in the culture. Absolutely. I think that experience, it was...
yeah, but you said that you're very rigid, right? Like you plan it. Oh, yeah. So how do you balance the planning with the openness? Because that's a little...
Yeah, no, it's... I'm always at a tug of war with myself with that. It's like pulling and tugging. I give myself room to explore. So like I put a list of like, okay, things that I must do and see. Yes, no, ands or buts. And then there's room for me to give myself to the day or half a day to explore. Or if I bump into something, my God, this is lovely. Maybe I need to do this. So I give myself room for that. But I have my must. Yeah. Like if I go to a destination, it's because I've been fangirling over it for a while now. And there's certain things that I for sure have to see. So I'm gonna have to go see them. Like that's where I'm going for. But then there's room for me. I always give room for me to explore and me be my compass. Like if something is pulling me here, good, then I'm gonna go for it.
I'm
give myself room.
I'm the same way. Like for example, I've been trying to set. You want to solo travel, whatever. I want to do the UK, right? Like I want to do Ireland, Scotland, and London.
Yeah.
But I tell her, and this not only happens with this trip, but all trips. When I pick a destination, is like this is what I want from it.
Exactly.
Right? This is what I want. It's not like I want. Like, for example, Ireland,
He wants to lay in a valley.
I want to lay in a valley, in a misty valley.
Oh, I love that.
Drink a Guinness, a six-pack of Guinness, a six of them. And just sit there and just breathe in and breathe out. And just be there and then just go to a local pub and just listen to old people talk. And like, that's what I want from it. Just like the simplicity of Ireland, right?
Yeah.
And in Scotland, I want to feel like Harry Potter. And then in London, I want London, like
You've already done London.
Yeah, well, I want to do London again, sexy bitch. I want to go to a soccer match. I want to So there's things that I want from certain places, and then to your point, like if something else comes up, I'm open to discovery.
Absolutely, like I always give myself like if I'm gonna be, heavy on an excursion, like in the morning and the half of the afternoon, then I give my rest of the day of like once I'm done, it's go fly butterfly kind of thing, right? Or vice versa. If I know I'm gonna go see landmarks in the afternoon because there's certain time frames or whatever it may be, okay, so then the morning/afternoon, then I'm kind of just exploring the city. I'm just sitting on a cafe reading my book because that's also a vibe. You know, it's like I'll let myself do.
That's good. That's awesome.
So really, I try to not be so.
You're so FOMOing or.
We should take a trip together.
No, man, that's solo travel.
You're right.
That's a girls trip, goddammit. Like, what the hell?
Time out. Because
why are you so angry?
Because I want to do a solo trip.
Go for it.
I can't.
I'm like, he can. He would have a hard time.
No, I wouldn't have a hard time.
He would
You're
have
so
a hard
wrong.
time. He would have a hard
You're
time.
so wrong. You know what? I'm gonna do Antarctica by myself.
Okay.
Oh, that's gold.
But I want to do Antarctica. So like,
Oh, you see what I mean? I can't. That's the I can't.
Hear me out. You can't. But how about it's a
We take different boats.
no? It's a duo solo trip. Yeah,
You
you
do.
go together. Rooms do separate things.
No,
also be a thing.
because of that, because her is so like I'm just a magnet. She's
like,
gonna
where
see
you
it.
go, I go,
She's gonna see
baby.
this Cuban guy with love handles walking down the deck, and you're like, oh, look at that.
No, look at my baby.
Look at that.
He's by himself.
Oh my god! Actually, in a lot of these places, though, I have found a lot of solo travelers. Like I've met a lot of females too. Like in Thailand, while I was in that trip, the second time that I went, I met a lot of female solo travelers. And we built like our own little community.
It's weird how you gravitate towards each other because I was by myself and I ended up talking to another group and another group, and then we all just kind of we're all there for different reasons.
Absolutely, and
it's just cool how you find each other.
No,
you know?
like I found a lot of people who like to drink. It's called AA, but it doesn't. All right, so
my name is
my name is Franco, and I have a problem.
and this is day number.
So this was an amazing segment.
Yes.
Thank you.
Full of information. I think we created a franchise here.
You have.
Called your brand.
Yeah, my
Trips and tips.
trips and tips.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And then we're gonna invite you back and I'm gonna give you a jacket like the multiple member jacket.
A star.
Sleeve, just like a teal.
Is it like the Girl Scouts?
No, it's SNL. I mean Girl Scouts.
No, because you get like little pins.
I'm not. I didn't go to the Girl Scouts. Yeah. All right. So let's go real quick. Segment 3, Fact or Fiction, is based on your history. Okay.
Okay.
And the places that you've been. All right. Ready?
I'm ready.
I'm gonna give you a statement. You have to tell me whether it's fact or fiction.
Okay.
Puerto Rico holds the record for the most named storms in a single hurricane season.
I believe it.
Complete fiction. Wow. While often impacted, the record belongs to a broader Atlantic basin in 2005.
Interesting. I mean, they have the hardest.
You guys got hit pretty
hard.
You want to go, babe, or you can't see?
I can see. New Jersey is the home of the very first ice cream truck. True or false?
Oh my God. I hope it is.
It is. 1920. Which is cute.
Nice.
Oh, it's good humor ice cream. Yes.
Yeah, Harry Burt bought his good humor ice cream.
Shout out to Harry. Harry Potter.
Harry giving New Jerseyans ice cream.
Shout out to him.
Yeah.
Love that.
Okay, ready? There's a Puerto Rican town where locals believe mountain glows blue during the solstice.
Oh, that's a
crazy,
plot
right?
twist.
Yeah, that is.
I haven't heard that.
Yeah.
Is that a myth?
It is.
It is, right?
It is. It's complete fiction.
Yeah, love that.
A beautiful myth, but no scientific proof of a glowing blue mountain.
Yet.
Yes.
All right. Fact or fiction. The first drive-through bank in America opened in New Jersey.
That's a lie. What?
You're right. The first bank robbery happened.
It is actually true. Man, these Jerseyans are not very, like, they're very lazy. Like, you got to come into them.
Yeah, they don't want to go to an ice cream parlor. They don't want to go to a bank.
I just want to go in my car.
So 1940s was the first ATM, drive-through ATM.
Okay. Cute.
All right, ready?
All right.
Salt used to be mined in Puerto Rico and exported globally during the 1500s.
Wait, salt used?
Used to be mined in Puerto Rico and exported globally during the 1500s.
Really?
Yeah, that's actually
Fact
true.
or fiction?
That's
a fact.
Wow.
Cabo Rojo's fault flats.
Oh my God, yes, absolutely. There's a whole bunch of salt land there.
There
It's
you go.
really pretty.
Were active during colonial times, part of Puerto Rico's economic foundation.
So what is it now? Is it just like a park?
It's just like whenever you want to see it in your meat, you go there, you tap it, and you go back. It's
You know what, Franco? But also good idea.
not a bad idea. It's just
A little salt.
But yeah, you grab it, you go like this, and you fucking. It's Salt Bank's wet dream.
Actually, fun fact, around that area in Cabo Rojo where these salt lands are, there's a beautiful beach called Playa Sucia. And it
What? It's a horrible name.
I know, but it's the irony because it's not sucia. Sucia means dirty. The irony is that it's not. It's literally one of the clearest waters that you'll
Really?
see. And it's so beautiful. And there's actually
Flamenco Beach. I thought it was pretty clear too.
that beach is like, I had some of my best birthday memories.
Okay. Okay.
Not solo.
Yeah.
Definitely not solo.
Tips and trips. And tricks. I'm gonna add another T. Tips and tricks.
You know what? We're on something. We're on something.
Why not to do it when you're solo traveling?
Here's a trick.
Flamenco Beach.
So actually, go to Flamenco Beach and camp there. I don't know if you
Yes, I saw that you. Well, no, I don't know, but we did see. This was back in 2010.
Yeah,
when I think that you could because we saw a sign for a campground.
Yeah, I camped there literally like a tent on the beach, and we showered. We were there for like 4 days. They have little like showering. I don't know because it's not like an actual shower, but they rigged it in a way where you can take
Margarita.
huh? Then you can shower in the I guess woods or whatever, and hung out by the beach. One of my best memories there for my birthday.
It was nice. We took a little plane from
from Fajardo.
Yes.
Yes,
We went over.
I usually take the ferry because those little planes, I'm like, ugh. But
Well, you know what? We had heard that it was like super packed, the ferry, and it was like we were a little hungover, and we just
Got it. So it's better. It's better to defy gravity. I understand.
so we just felt
It's better to defy gravity. I understand.
I do agree with that.
No, I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
I would be. I would rather be.
Something has changed within me.
No, I just wasn't feeling it.
I can't defy gravity. I'm not Olivia. Or what is it? What's her name? It's not Olivia. Yeah, what's her name?
Cynthia.
Cynthia.
Oh, Cynthia.
I'm calling her Olivia. I don't know why. Cynthia Olivio. Or Rubio.
Oh, Olivo. See,
You know what I'm talking about?
See, I know what you're
The
talking
girl with
about.
the nails.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so we have to wrap this up.
Yes, go to Playa Sucia.
Oh my God! You know what? I think I just changed the title again. I think I'm gonna go to Playa Sucia and find out more. That's a clickbaiting. All right.
Fine.
Okay, so since we're winding it down, this has been a great interview. Thank you so much.
thank you.
It has been
So much fun.
very informative. Very
So much fun.
So we're gonna end it just like the Actor Studio, since I'm a
Nerd.
nerd.
I love it. Yes.
So okay, here we go. Babe, you want to start off?
Yeah. So these are your feelings and emotions of travel.
Oof, I have a lot of those.
All right. If you could travel with any fictional character, who would
What the
it
hell's
be
wrong with you?
and why?
Go up.
So then you could just do that one.
Jesus.
She
Christ.
picked.
I didn't know.
I asked you to pick the one that says Shannon on it. But that's
So she didn't pick you.
That's
like
fine.
designated.
It's fine. It's okay. It's your podcast, and I do what you want me to do. Okay, sorry, Jess. I apologize.
It's totally a
Scratch that question out of your
No, you know what? I think you should go to a solo travel.
Yeah, I will do solo. On that note, what foreign language do you love to hear?
I would say Thai or probably Italian. Yeah.
See, Italian. You're the second Italian one.
Italian is, you know what? Because I don't know, Italian just, it's very romantic.
Mi spacci.
Like, oh, when you start talking to them, like, yes, baby, tell me where to go.
Yeah.
You know, like, where are we going?
Mi spacci.
Thai, I just find it very, I don't know.
Is it like
enchanting?
Enchanting? Ah,
Interesting. Yeah.
Thai. I didn't pick that one. All right.
Go ahead, Frank.
If you could travel with any fictional character, who would it be and why?
Oof. Oh man, this is hard. I would probably say, I don't know why Elphaba comes to mind. We just talked about her, but she came to mind.
I mean, it's free flying.
Yeah, free. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, the miles. Let's go.
Yeah.
How much I would save.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, double down, Elphaba.
Elphaba.
Also because like we have the same kind of energy. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we're
Yeah.
fearless in
Like,
a
you
way,
don't give a shit.
and courageous. So yeah, why not?
You throw down the broom.
We'll probably like vibe out.
Yeah.
So,
I like it.
All right. If your life had a recurring travel soundtrack, what would play every time you land somewhere new?
oh, this is so good. This is so hard. I would say, okay, Londrell is coming to mind. He's this really cool. It's like he's like a R&B / rap, but it's like very light rap. But he's
Londrell?
Londrell.
I gotta look him up. I gotta look him up.
But it's very in tune with the spiritual kind of vibes. Like what he sings about or raps about is very like spirituality kind of thing. And then just elevating your mind and like loving yourself in many different ways. So I feel like that's usually Londrell. Yeah.
Londrell. Like laundry, but L.
Londrelle.
Londrell. We're going to check him out.
Check him out. It's a good vibes. And he has great meditation.
Oh, he has meditation too.
He has a meditation track.
So we go from Tupac
Yeah, basically.
to rappers with meditation
I
apps.
wouldn't call him Tupac. Tupac is literally like,
You know Tupac was gay.
no.
Why are we
Yes.
talking about
I'm sorry.
Yeah, how do we get?
Oh yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Okay.
I'm like, how do we get?
Okay. What's the one item absolutely you must bring except your phone? Like, obviously
fair,
your phone,
fair.
but except your phone, what one item you absolutely need to bring on a solo trip?
Chapstick.
Interesting.
Listen, I am a chapstick girly. Like I buy chapstick in bulk. Laugh at me, I don't care. Because I have a car chapstick, I have a purse chapstick, I have a nightstand chapstick, a purse chapstick. Like yes,
serious?
yes. I love chapstick. I don't know, maybe it's a Jersey thing. Up in the north, I guess because of the seasons too.
Yeah.
You know, you always want to have your lips moisturized. So like you always carry with a chapstick and it always stayed with me. I cannot go anywhere without
Without
my
a chapstick.
I literally
What brand?
Blistex. The green
Okay.
one. Oof, medicated, SPF and everything. So like
What?
sun.
There you go.
Yes. Baby. Hit me up Blistex. If
Yeah.
you know, if you're
Or Blistex. We could do a whole segment on.
sponsored, but yes,
All
definitely
right.
chapstick.
You want to close this out, my
All
love?
right, last one. What turns you on about travel and what turns you off about travel?
Ooh, turns me on. I would say, I don't know.
That guy in the beach, plata sucia.
Is the name of
Plata sucia.
That might be true too. I would probably say just the feeling, the aura that it gives you. I don't know, when you travel, I feel like there's this hum, like this magic hum in the air, at least because it's your experience, right? That, I don't know, it just allows you to wander free. And I love that. It literally turns me on. Like, I feel like travel grounds me, while it also allows me to dream bigger. So I feel like when I'm in these travel destinations or whatever it may be, like I get a lot of that. So like it really turns me on. And literally, if I'm not physically booking a trip, I'm already like, if I'm not
You're already
physically
thinking about
trip,
those.
I'm thinking about the
Yeah,
next
yeah,
one.
I know that experience.
So what turns me off, I would probably say,
For me, it's over tourism.
yeah, I agree. I go to a lot of villages, like little small places. Like,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, I love landmarks. Landmarks are great and they're there for a reason, right? And they're beautiful. But I think there's something special about going to like little places, these little things, little villages. I feel like that's where the heart of travel really lives. Like that's where you discover I don't know, the essence of a country. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So I agree.
I agree.
Tourism.
So one last message you want to tell our 500 viewers?
I love it. 500. Hey, one last thing. I would say, look, the world is out there with these beautiful places, patiently waiting for us to explore it. Go book that flight. Don't be nervous.
Who should they book it with?
With
Jordan?
yourself.
With yourself.
Absolutely. During destination.
Yeah.
100%. But also, if you want to go by yourself, do it by yourself.
Even
And
if you're
trust-
married with like 3 kids. Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, clearly, there's going to be a topic afterwards
I don't know
about
if we
this.
should continue
Do you want to keep talking?
Dude. It's a couples therapy edition. Darren
Oh my God. So yeah, just go book that flight. Book during destinations. Book it.
So, Jess, thank you for joining us.
Thank you
We
for
love
having
you.
me.
This was amazing. You're
I
the
love you
ultimate solo
guys.
traveler.
Honestly, keep making people happy to travel.
Thank you.
More people need to discover that traveling it's not something you do. You don't use it to escape. You use it to like grow and learn about yourself and others. And I feel like through traveling and people like you guys that help others to find this out, you need more of that. So
Look at her.
push it.
Look at her.
I'm a pusher, Katie. I'm a pusher.
Yeah, I see that. You're pushing it. Push it, baby. Push it. All right. Well, if you guys want to find out more about trips, tricks, and tips, coming soon.
I'll let you know when.
But subscribe, like, comment, do whatever you need to do to make us feel like whatever. Thank you, everyone. And that's Ciao Bacalao.
Thank you.
Bye.
You're still trying to make that ciao bacalao.
Ciao Bacalao. Nude.
All right, I have a hard 12 o'clock.
Oh, that's coming.
It's right now.
Oh.